Right, okay. Catherine, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks
How
for
are
having
you?
me.
It's all right. Come a bit close to your microphone and then we can all hear. So, Catherine, tell us a little bit about why you got involved with Eckington's Got Talent.
Well, I actually got involved because of my boyfriend, actually, who was the winner of the dance category last year, which was Lawrence.
Oh,
So-
I remember him.
Yeah.
Still having nightmares about him. Dear. Yes, and he actually came and did us a little rendition, didn't you?
Yeah.
His study. So you got involved. How long have you been singing then?
Oh, God. For a very long time. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, but you enjoyed it.
I absolutely loved
What
it.
song did you do? I can't remember.
ABBA by... SOS by ABBA.
Right, and you like ABBA?
Love it.
Right. So, where do you think you might be? I don't know. You're still going to be singing in what, 5 years? Do you think you might continue doing this, or
Well,
think it
hopefully.
might take you? And tomorrow night we've got at the Civic Centre in Eckington, Britain's Got Talent. Do you think you might? Are you entering that?
Ooh.
Is that too much? Step too far.
Well, I actually did audition for it back when I was in Rotherham College,
Right.
and I didn't
Didn't get in.
note back.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I must admit, it's going to be it's quite a difficult thing, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, from what I can gather, they hold sort of preliminary auditions, shall we say, and that to send to then to audition again. So I think they sort of get out there, don't they, into communities and do a little bit of work, and then obviously, when it comes to it, they're not having to do too much, are they? Yeah. Do you watch Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Right. What sort of acts do you like? Do you like singing? Do you like magic? What?
I like the dance acts, actually, and most of the singing acts, if they are good.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do get some guff, don't you? Let's face it. But
Yeah.
there's always the odd one that. Are you going to enter it, Lawrence?
I have actually been for a thing last night where I went for it. Hopefully something will come out of that, hopefully.
Well, I must admit, when you stepped up onto the stage, you sort of that Susan Boyle moment, you thought, not sure what this is going to be like. And then all of a sudden, flipping it went absolutely mental.
Oh, indeed.
Just got the window there, slightly open. So yeah, it was superb that, Lawrence. And when you came back for a second time, obviously I was ready for it that time. Oh dear! But the second time I did it was even more mad, weren't it?
Honestly, it were an even madder routine than what I did last year.
It was, and probably twice as long.
It
was
about an
twice.
extra minute, probably.
Yeah. So just stop on, Lawrence, because I want to know. Not taking anything away from you, Catherine.
Oh, don't worry, no.
But when you do put a routine together like that, what's going off? How do you do that? Where'd you get them? Would you just constantly listen to music and then think, I could pop that bit in because I could do that to it?
I always try and listen to, different songs and see what might be a good part to dancing, if I can have like that feeling of getting the dance mood for it, or then if it's not, then I'll just be like, right, slide that out.
Yes.
If it's something that I can find a comedy element for.
And I think that's it, isn't it? That's why it went down so well, because what Lawrence does is he gets like little clips of a track and dances quick dance moves or does something bizarre in that moment, and then it cuts to another track and he starts doing something else, but it all seems to flow from one dance move to another dance move or some other comedy element.
Like Keep On Moving 5 in the dance, and then all of a sudden it goes to Baby Shark.
Exactly. But when you watch it, you've got to watch it, haven't you? That's the thing. Is it online or?
Yeah, I've stuck a lot of my dances on YouTube, and if you guys want to check out, it's the Small Funny Guy 1 on YouTube. There's a lot of my dances from different things on there, so go and check
Small
out.
Funny Guy 1. Is there a Small Funny Guy 2? Right, okay, well, thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
Oh, lovely. So, I just happened to ask the question, what are you doing for the rest of the day then, Lawrence? And he said, well, this was his response. Tell us what you're doing for the rest of the day, Lawrence.
Basically, we're going to a convention where we like cosplay stuff from like films and TVs or like your own creation kind of things.
You dress up in as your own character.
Yeah,
or,
it's like basically a massive day of fancy dress, but you put.
Where's it at?
It's in Chesterfield. I can't exactly remember the location.
So what are you dressing up as then?
We're doing our own creations of Mr. and Mrs. Smiley. We're called.
And it's based on the roller coaster, which is at Alton Towers, called the Smiler, obviously.
Ah.
Yeah. Hence the colours.
Yeah, I just, when you ask the question, what are you doing for the rest of the day? I half expect you to say, well, we're going to have a carvery at dinner and, then we might...
No, we're quite spontaneous.
Yeah, no. Pop to Meadowhall or something like that. But no, you're dressing up as Mr. and Mrs. Smiler. I think that is I think that's the future. Music. You're listening to Steve O's Sunday Love Songs. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes left of the show. A couple more EGT members are coming in a little while. Lawrence is trying to get his own show on RedRoad already. Looking forward to it.